Hello, it's Sayu. Welcome back. Today I'm doing an Animal Crossing island tour. So this game was like my everything when I was like in the early stages of COVID, but I kind of have some bad memories, so I really want to restart my island. So before that, I have my island tour. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So we'll start at the entrance here. This is one of the earliest areas I've made, so it looks really rough around the edges, but yeah. Then as you go further in, this is the city center. I try to make it look pretty at a time. Here's what it looks like at sunset and at winter. Yeah. Proceeding onwards, we have the shopping street. I put some apartments in the back, or at least that's what they're supposed to be. And yeah. So if you go down from here, little bunny is so cute. I love her. These are my residential surfaces. There's nothing special. I wanted to talk about my flag. So this is a character that my friend Joni designed for me. So thank you. Lots of love. So there's actually a rooftop classroom. This is inspired by Hong Kong back in the day, before the times of Sayu. And if you go up here, this is Mitsu's house and garden. There's a picture of Lolly because I had canon that they're best friends, girlfriends. There's a little workshop down here. I tried to use mostly whites in this area for kind of like pure, refreshing vibe. There's a waterfall, so it is quite loud, unfortunately. But there's a tiny cafe here. And then down here, if we go left, there's a laundromat. An SF Express, which is again based on some real delivery service in Hong Kong. And maybe go down here, there's the fish market, which is really just an excuse for me to like put all my fish somewhere, if you know what I mean. Then we keep going, we'll see Rudy's house, and I had canon that he's Moi's best friend, so there's his photo there. And here's a random area that I made in the winter, so it looks really out of place in here, but I'll show you anyways. And this is the main avenue. This is one of the best photo spots on my island. As you can see, this is what it looks like in spring. So yeah, it's very nice. And if you keep going, you kind of see it. It's my museum. It's like terrible, so we're not gonna talk about it. And yeah, let's just keep going upwards towards the back of the island. There's a tiny fishing spot back here. Yeah, it's very basic. So if you go left, actually up, is an area that is inspired by Shimonada Station. I made this, like the custom design of the train schedule and the train stop thingy myself, and here's what it looks like at sunset from a slightly higher angle. This is a really great spot for fireworks as well. And up here, there's also like a pretty nice view, and there's a vending machine you can buy stuff from. Yay! So I will not show you my house because it's a lot of uncomfy memories about it. But anyways, here's a flower field. I have a mailbox out here because back then, when there wasn't like a cool camera, that was one of the ways you can get a side angle. So I just put it there. And here's the field, nothing impressive. Here's the diagonal bridge, and then we have Genji's house. He has a whole bamboo forest himself because I spoil him. Yes. And yeah. In the left there's a kimono shop. At first I didn't think of it as his shop, but I guess it can be. And if you go left from here, there's a cemetery. I actually am pretty attached to all my villagers even when they move out, so this is kind of my way of like keeping them with me. It's like kind of spoopy as it seems, but yeah, so that was a photo of what it looks like in winter. I actually quite like this area, but it's pretty small. And if you go left, there is my post office. Look at Mitzi, she's so cute. I love her. Yeah, pretty basic. I don't think I did a great job here. There's some storage, and then we keep going. There's my lavender field. This is also a nice photo spot. I couldn't find a sunset picture, but it looks really good at sunset as well. And then here, there is, just to like tie in with the whole ship stolen illegal things And my cargo port, this is actually inspired by the cargo port in Hong Kong, but I did a really terrible job. Yeah, we don't talk about that one. So there's actually a secret fishing spot down here. Just thought I would show you, but anyways. So I made a lot of this during like the earlier days of Animal Crossing when there wasn't as much furniture, like before the big update. So that's why some stuff you see might not be like as good as it can be. That's why I want to restart. I'll make it better next time. Here's Genji. I couldn't help but talk to him. He's so cute. Anyway, he remembered me after that. So yeah, there's some like fake buildings, fake old buildings. There's a pawn jump here, also inspired by Hong Kong. I made those signs, but I made it like, I don't know, I don't really like it. Anyways, if you keep going left, here's like a small residential area. So this is where Bunny and Judy live. I actually really like designing the yards of the villagers, so I kind of base it off of their personality or what I think they would like. And then we keep going left, there's a tiny park here. Seems like there's treasure. So if you go down from here, this is one of my like most hated areas. It's like based off of a picture that I saw of Japan, but I did a really bad job of recreating it. I've actually like done and redone that area so many times. It's not the screenshot that showed, was one of the versions of it. But yeah, I was never satisfied. But anyway, here's my residential area too. This is one of the earlier areas as well. So up front is actually Pashmina. She's my favorite villager because she was my starter sisterly. Yeah. Yeah, you can actually hear Lolly singing in the back. Can you hear that? Anyway, here's Toby wandering around in Boy's yard for some reason. But here's an outdoor izakaya. This is an even earlier build than the residential area back there, so it's pretty bad. I'm really bad at designing outdoor areas, honestly. Just now the clip that flashed by was another like half-finished build, but yeah. Here's the gas station on the right of the izakaya. So back then there were no car furniture, so I had to use a car bed. But it's still pretty cute. So going up here, there's a tiny cafe on the left inspired by Aoyama Flower Market's tea house. And then at the back there's Shatareze, which is like, well, was one of my favorite bakeries at the time. So yeah, we just continue right and go down and you're already at the airport. Thank you so much for watching. I am about to delete my entire save file. This is almost 1,000 hours. But yeah, I hope you like my island. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'll see you in the next video.